Okay, it's Alec the Catholic, and I'm back at it again doing another Brockhampton reaction. Last one I did, No Halo, was really good. Very pleasant song, actually. I mean, it's a sad song. I take that back. It's a sad song. Like, they deal with a lot of heavy stuff, but um, it was actually good to listen to. It was nice to listen to. I enjoyed listening to it, and I would listen to it again. Unlike almost all the songs that I've heard previously. Like there were some that were close for me, but it was like, okay, it's just not there, you know. Here, this one was suggested as well, along with No Halo. So let's get into it. Tonya, pregnant woman, right off the bat, and I have the lyrics here up.
Mother, I am sorry. I never pick up. Because I'm afraid to disappoint. Ooh,
Wow. Okay, so different. The piano intro so far beautiful. Wow, and the singing just wow. These guys have some skill. They've got some ability here to really touch your soul. I like it. I like it a lot. That's cool. That was really nice. He's talking about. He said, "Mom, I'm sorry I never pick up, but I'm afraid to disappoint." Oh, that's sad, man. She's your mom. It's okay. It's just to love you.
and I've been feeling like I don't know how I used to. And I've been feeling like I don't know how I used to. We were side outside on the harbor floor with our feet in dirt and our hearts in awe. I'd be losing sleep thinking about missed calls, and I see the names circling our thoughts, and I think about if we lose it all, and I turn to shit that you'd never want, like a smoke, the drink, anything at all, and I say again, sorry I don't call. There's no money on my mind, but my money on my mind was the first to fall. I never wanted this shit.
That was Bareface. I can kind of relate to this a little bit. I mean, my mom and I, like I can call my mom whenever, and she doesn't really call me to bug me. I mean, we live pretty much in the same town, like so it's not that big of a deal. Like, but I do have a grandma. Um, I have a grandma that calls me all the time, and I never call her, and that really bothers me. I really should call her. Um, she's living alone in Wisconsin, so it's like that sucks, and I hate thinking about that. And but this, I relate to this, thinking about all the missed calls. Yeah, like she's left me voicemails. Um, she's like the sweetest woman on the planet, and I love her to death. I just wish I'd actually take the time to call her. Like it's such a simple thing, such a simple thing, but the like there's no excuse for it. Really, there's no excuse for it. Like, and it does suck. It does eat me up inside, and I can relate to this. I mean, he's talking about he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. He said he basically says he has to turn to stuff that he knows that his mom would not want him to do, like smoke and drink. Um, oh, man, but he's thinking about his money, and frankly, like that's me too. Oftentimes, I'm not calling my grandma because I'm working. Like I got work to do. I still like I'm making this video right now, but I'm like I haven't been making videos very much this last week because I've just got so much going on, and it's hard to keep up. So like, But again, that's making excuses, and I really shouldn't be making excuses. It takes me 2 seconds to call her, right? 2 seconds to call her, and it would make her day. Should do it. Should just do it. So I think thank you, Brockhampton. I'm gonna go call my grandma tomorrow because right now it's midnight. I probably shouldn't call her right now.
And I've been feeling like I don't know how I used to. And I've been feeling like I don't know how I used to.
Sometimes it be so spot on, it hurts. Like when auntie couldn't decide between going to work or church. I've been in my feelings on that island in the dirt. I feel like brothers lie just so my feelings don't get hurt. I said I'll try vacation, I tried to run away. I deleted Facebook, I'll trade fame any day for a quiet Texas place and a barbecue plate. I switch my place if that's good for you. Is that good for you? My ghost still haunt ya. My life is I, Tonya, a big-eyed monster, only face to conquer. I hated songs about fame, cause that stuff meant nothing until the headlines came, the first flight on stuck in.
So just before this line gets going, like when Auntie couldn't decide between going to work or church, that's tough. That's hard. Like I am, like, God has put me in a place that I can honestly say I don't have, like, it's easier for me. He's made it easier for me. He's allowed me to be able to work and make enough money to pay all the bills, so I don't have to choose between working on Sundays when I go to church and working the rest of the week. Like I don't have to choose between work, work and church at all. I make enough, and it covers all the bills, and we're doing fine. Like I'm not rolling in wealth. Like I'm not stacking up cash somewhere. I owe tons of student debt, but it's enough. It's enough to get by, and for me to be able to say, hey, it's Sunday. I like adamantly do not work on Sunday. Partly because of the religious reason. Like as Catholics, we don't work on Sunday. We try to keep holy the Sabbath day. We try to keep holy Sunday, which is technically not the Sabbath day, but it's the new Sabbath in Christianity. And so like we try our best to keep it holy, keep it special, and to keep it separate from all the rest of the days of the week. And so I just don't work. As soon as midnight hits Saturday, like I'm not working. I don't make money. I don't do anything to make money. I try to spend all my time with my family. We go to church. We go out to eat. We come back. We try to hang out with the kids. We might go to youth group, and help out there and volunteer there. But like we do church stuff, and we like spend our day. We make the whole day about God and about family, and I really appreciate being able to do that. And it sucks. There are a lot of people, and I know who like they have no choice. Their job is on Sunday, or like they're working at a restaurant, and Sundays are the busy days. Like you have to go into work on Sunday, and it is like oftentimes you have to choose. What I really like about the Catholic Church is we have lots of services. You can go to any church. There's like multiple churches in every city, so and you can also go the night before. You can go Saturday night, the night before, and then that helps too. So you can still get to church without having to like ruin your Sunday schedule or whatever. So that's just one of the perks, I guess you could say, of being part of the Catholic Church. Is huge. It's all over the world, and so it's really convenient. There's a lot of convenience for Catholics, but it does suck. It does suck. What I really like so far is that at least I relate to Kevin Abstract here, because he just wants a quiet Texas place and a barbecue plate. Oh yes, if I could have my way, Texas and barbecue all the way.
There's nothing but I have to say. I think about you often. And if you want no more with me, I'll walk away. I know that I have wronged you. And maybe it means nothing, but I have to say. I think about you often. And if you want no more with me, I'll walk away. I know that I have wronged you. I took a plane to somewhere that I've never been. Too many times without my sister and my brother, dad, or mother by my side, but they're in spirit. I always hear it. I know they feel it. My
mama always have these dreams that used to keep her up at night. I smoke to keep them all away and make use of the time I'm void of feeling. The reasons I'm so out of touch now start revealing. But I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid of who I am or how I trust my mental. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I guess that's just the shit I'm into. I fantasize about a time when everything was simple. My shelter me from things I needed to commit to. The way it stands to me, a victim of Stockholm and my friendships and family.
What's costing your time? What's the
That's a fascinating line at the end there. A victim of Stockholm in my friendships and family. Stockholm syndrome, in case you don't know, is this. It's something that happens with people who get kidnapped and they're being held hostage. Stockholm syndrome, you fall in love with your kidnapper, or you develop like a bond or an intimate relationship with the person who did something terribly wrong to you. Really, ultimately, they kidnapped you, they took you away, or they're holding you prisoner, they're holding you hostage. But for some reason, like because you're close and you have to be around them all the time, and you rely on them, frankly, to keep you in this cage or to like, feed you and stuff. Like it happens, unfortunately, where sometimes the victim of the kidnapping or the person who's being held hostage will fall in love with or start to become obsessed with this person who is holding them captive. Um, this line, I mean, yeah, a victim of Stockholm in my friendships and family. That's what I think he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about the city Stockholm, which is in Amsterdam, right? I think no, no, Amsterdam is a city, so is Stockholm, and I think they're both in Europe. Um, but either way, like just he at least Don McLennan here, Dom McLennan, he's really just like it's like a little love letter back to his family, which is nice. It's really nice. But then that last line uh, speaks to like a kind of codependency, right? That he relies on his friendships and his family in order to be happy. That's codependency in a nutshell. I can't be happy unless my friends are happy, unless my family's happy. And the moment any one of them is sad, like it hurts me and it affects me, and you project onto them and you empathize, you or sympathize with them to an unhealthy degree, where you can't separate them from you in a realistic sense, and it can be do damage, tons of damage to your emotional well-being and health. So that's interesting. It's just really interesting that he went there. He's talking about that. But anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to stop and that was the fascinating line, something to admit right there. And I'm sure his family heard this and read this, and they're probably wondering like, what the heck? And or maybe they're thinking, this kind of makes sense for him.
reason that you want? What's in your wallet? Dead whites in mine. So sour. In this light of lime, daddy said study or get that cash. Mommy said your career ain't gon' last. Loose change, color cap, move out their pad. I just need a chance to move past my past. Don't think too fast, private jet still crash. And I still fly coach, and I still hit a roach. And I still see roaches at the crib where my folks stand. Touch your dreams before you touch me and provoke a man.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
It's twisted. Man, Matt can sing. Matt and it looks like a serpent with feet. Serpent with feet and Matt Champion were both singing right there. The guys can sing. Uh, it's such a strange name, Serpent with Feet. It's dragon, isn't it? Okay, all right. But anyway, I Tonya. That was one of the things mentioned. Kevin Abstract mentioned that in his verse. So that's probably where the name of the song comes from. I Tonya is a movie. I haven't seen it. I know it's about a woman. I don't know if that woman is pregnant. There's a lot of things I don't know. But I think she had. It's a drama. I know it's a drama. So maybe he's saying my life is full of drama. My ghost still haunts you like my life is I, Tonya. I don't know if that's what the movie's about, but all in all, I mean, again, the beginning of this song was beautiful. The instrumentation is beautiful. It went from like uh, really some like lots of melodic uh, little frills and phrases, and it gradually got as the verses started to progress, it gradually got darker. I don't know if you noticed that the instrumentation, they actually started to add little effects to kind of twist the sound or deliberately start changing the key in the middle of the phrase to kind of throw you off in a sense too. Especially here at the end. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, the cello right there is doing some crazy stuff. Oh man, the heck. I don't know what I'm doing. How to run these things. But anyway, all in all, a really good song. I really did like this one. I don't know if I would sit and listen to this again. This is heavy, right? It's heavy. It forces you to ponder and to really think about things in a deep way. Um, so I don't know if this is something like I would put on in the car with my kids, or if I was feeling the blues, if I was feeling really down and I wanted to relate to someone or something, kind of like I do with NF sometimes, and Eminem, and a couple of other rappers too. Like I would probably, this is a song I wouldn't hesitate to pull this one up, or No Halo, frankly. Um, Really well composed and great production value for a bunch of guys just living in a house, basically throwing all this stuff together. 13 members, I've been told, not 30, and most of them, like half of them, a good half of them, do producing and graphics and video production and all that kind of stuff. So this is just a fascinating idea. This group, this band, right? These guys, they just stick together and they just go from place to place and they just put these albums out and they do shows and stuff, and they've got all this recognition and celebrity, and it's really cool to get together with your friends, and everyone brings their talents to the table, and they produce really like really complex art, and it's so cool. I think it would be really neat one day to go back and take each, like let's just say Matt Champion's verses or Joba's verses or Kevin's verses, and just take them by themselves and put them all together, and then throw a track behind it, and just like make an album of just Kevin. That'd be an interesting idea, and I don't know if he could do that, but like just collectively taking all these thoughts, feelings, and ideas from each one of them individually, and putting them together to see what the whole story kind of says. Yeah, that would be fascinating, because that's kind of the way they're doing this. It's like every song you get an episode of each one of their lives and thoughts and feelings. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of cool. So now I'm kind of appreciating kind of what these guys do and what they're all about. So I hope you guys can keep suggesting good songs for me to listen to from them. These two, Tanya and No Halo, probably the best ones I've seen so far. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing below. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.